Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you a review for the Bitget crypto exchange that has shot into the top 10 of crypto exchanges as far as derivatives trading goes anyway. And for those of you in the US who have been looking for somewhere to trade Bitcoin futures, basically going long or short with leverage, they actually allow you to trade on their exchange without KYC or a VPN, and you can trade with up to 125x leverage. Now, with that being said, trading with leverage is extremely high risk, and if you're not experienced at trading with leverage, you'll probably want to start out with their demo trading feature, but we'll get into all of that in a moment. First, we're going to do a little bit of recon on Bitget. And so we'll start over here on CoinGecko and under the exchanges, the derivatives exchanges, and you can see that Bitget is rated number 4 behind like Binance, FTX, and that's based on 24-hour open interest. Their 24-hour volume is around $6 billion, so there's plenty of liquidity with this exchange. And in reality, I think over the past year, Bitget has had like 300% growth, which has shot them right up into actually the top 5 when it comes to derivative exchanges. Now, if we jump over to the website, we can do a little more recon, and if I scroll down, we can find out a little more about the Bitget exchange. They offer some innovative products. They offer copy trading. You can also trade without converting tokens. That basically means you can have BTC, and therefore your profit will actually be paid in BTC. So that is something I could do a deeper dive in on a future video if you all are interested. Leave a comment in the comment section down below if you'd like to see that. It looks like Bitget also offers industry-leading security. They have risk control with hot and cold wallet segregation, much like all your top exchanges. They've had some pretty good ratings from SSL Labs, and apparently they also offer excellent customer service. I haven't had to use their customer service yet, so I really can't speak to that. Now, something that was interesting to me when I was doing recon on Bitget was the global compliance operations. And if I jump over here to the compliance page, you can see that they pretty much are trying to obtain licenses throughout the world to be compliant with different regions of the world. And one of the licenses they have obtained appears to be the US MSB license. They also have one for Canada and Australia. And so that does add legitimacy to this particular exchange. Now, with that all being said, at the end of the day, you will need to do your own recon. This is a centralized exchange, so you do send your money to them. They are in control of your funds and your keys, and therefore the old saying in crypto, not your keys, not your money, does apply, so you are trusting them with holding your funds. So again, at the end of the day, you'll need to do your own recon. Now, for those of you who like to trade on your mobile devices, I definitely don't. I much prefer trading from my desktop. But they do offer an app for your smartphone or tablet, whether it be through the Apple Store or Google Play or an Android system. Now, if I scroll down, there's a lot more intel for you to go through. We can jump over here to promotions. And as you can see, they are offering $153 in rewards for completing a few tasks. One of those is KYC. However, you don't necessarily have to complete the KYC. You can actually deposit funds and withdraw up to 20 BTC worth of funds without ever completing the KYC. Now, on your first deposit, you can earn up to $100. Your first trade, you can earn $20. And if you execute a copy trade, you can actually earn $30. So you could actually use some of those funds to get started for essentially free on this particular exchange. And with that being said, I will drop a link in the description down below so you can get started over here on Bitget if you're interested. Now, if we jump back over here to the bottom of their website, something else you'll definitely want to check out is their fee schedule. And if we start over here with the spot rate, you can see the maker and taker fee is actually the same. So it's 0.1%, But if you pay your fees in their token, which is the BGB token, much like Qcoin or Binance, you'll get a discount, and instead of paying the 0.1%, you'll pay the 0.08, which is pretty much in line with those other two exchanges. Now, if I jump over here to the futures fees, you can see that your maker and taker fees are 0.02% or 0.06%. And most of the time when I'm trading futures, I am actually the maker, which basically means I'm placing limit orders versus market orders. So I'm making my own market with my limit orders, and I'm paying this 0.02%. Now, if you prefer market orders, then you're considered a taker and you'll pay the 0.06%. But if you're experienced at trading futures, more than likely you're a maker and not a taker. So you're paying this pretty low fee of 0.02%, which again is pretty much in line with most of your top exchanges. Now, when I'm doing recon, I also like to check out their social media. And I can tell you over on Telegram, they have about 70,000 users. So that's pretty good. And on Twitter, if we give that a quick, you can see they have over 300,000 followers, and they do appear to be pretty active with updating their community over here on Twitter. So after you're finished doing your recon and you're ready to sign up, go ahead and click the link in the description down below. Get signed up. After you have completed registration, you can jump over here to the Assets tab and make your first deposit by just clicking on Deposit. And that will bring up the deposit page. You need to select what coins you actually want to deposit. Again, if you're not doing the KYC, more than likely you're going to need to send crypto over here in order to get started. And in this case, I will be sending over USDC. And so I can click that. I need to select what network or chain I want to send my USDC on. And you can see I have a few options from Binance, Tron. In this case, I happen to have some setting in my MetaMask wallet on the Ethereum chain. So I give that a click. And it is very important you select the correct chain. If you don't and you send funds to the wrong chain, you will more than likely lose those funds. So now that I have the Ethereum chain selected, that gives me the deposit address, which now I can just click and copy. Now I can jump over here to my MetaMask wallet. Again, from my MetaMask wallet, I want to make sure I'm on the Ethereum mainnet from the list of networks. And I can scroll down through my different assets. There's my USDC, so I give that a click. I click on send. I now need to paste the address that I copied over here from Bitget. And so I just paste that in here. The asset again is USDC. The amount I want to send, I'm just going to send the max. So I click on max. That's going to send all I basically have. So I click next. Now I need to confirm the transaction, and in this case I'll be paying about $15 in gas fees. You will need some ETH in your wallet to do this transaction because the fees will be paid in ETH. So now I just click confirm. And I would not normally send funds via the Ethereum network because it is so freaking expensive. But I happen to have a little bit of USDC sitting over here in my MetaMask wallet that I totally forgot about. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to send it over here for this video. And so it looks like the funds have been sent. And if we scroll down on the deposit screen, we should see the deposit for that USDC is currently being processed. As soon as we have enough confirmations, those funds will be available in my wallet. So it's pretty simple to deposit. Withdraw is pretty much the same thing, just in reverse. You would click on withdraw. Select the coin you want to withdraw, let's say BTC. Again, you'll need to select the chain. And in this case, we would select the BTC chain. Next, I could paste in my BTC wallet address. And this obviously is not a BTC wallet address, but you would just get the address from the wallet you want to send the funds to and paste it here. And then the amount you want to actually transfer. There will be a minimum amount that you can actually transfer out. However, the maximum amount is 20 since I have not actually done KYC. But I would never have more than 20 BTC over on this exchange anyway. So again, I'm not really going to need to do KYC to trade on the Bitget exchange. And then once you have all the correct information in here, you'd hit submit and the withdrawal would be complete. Now, if we jump back over here to the assets page, I can hide all my zero balances. And you can see I have 250 in USDT, and that USDC of 102 is now available in this account that we just deposited. So now that I have some funds available to trade, I could jump over here to, say, the spot market. And that will bring you over here to the spot market trading dashboard. And I typically use the spot market not so much for day trading, but to actually buy cryptocurrencies I'm looking to hold for the long term. And in this case, for example, if I wanted to buy some Atlas, I could type in the ticker symbol and find Atlas USDT and give that a click. That would bring up the chart for Atlas and the order book for Atlas. And the chart is provided by TradingView, so you can add your typical indicators. You have your toolbar that you're probably familiar with. And for me, when I come across an exchange that doesn't offer TradingView as an option for charting, I pretty much am not going to use that exchange. But as you can see, Bitget has me covered with the TradingView charts. Now, if I wanted to buy some Atlas, it would be pretty easy. I could just scroll down and set up a limit order, and I could input my own price that I'd be willing to pay. And of course, you probably want to look over at the order book and make sure you're not overpaying. And then let's say I wanted to buy 10,000 Atlas. Well, that would cost me 240 USDT. I could click buy Atlas. It will pop up a confirmation window. You could then click confirm, and you can see that order is under my open orders. So again, for me, using the spot market is about buying crypto assets I'm willing to hold long term. But for day trading, I actually use futures for day trading. So if we come over here to the futures tab at the top of the screen, I have a couple options. You have USDT M futures, which is your traditional futures, or you have the coin futures. But for today, we are going to take a look at the traditional USDT M futures. Now, if you're new to trading futures, they do offer a beginner's guide, so you might want to take some time and go through that. However, you may also want to start in demo mode rather than live fire mode. Now, as far as the pairs go for trading over here under their futures contracts, they pretty much have me covered. I don't trade a whole lot of crap coins. I'm looking to trade BTC, ETH, ADA, Matic, Sol, Luna, AVAX. There's probably about 20 different coins I trade, and Atom would be one of them. So they've pretty much got me covered for the most part. And again, at the end of the day, I'm really just looking to trade the top tier coins, and Bitget definitely has me covered as far as that goes. Now, if we scroll down, you can see a little more of the trading dashboard for Bitget, and you can see the charting software is the TradingView software. I can add my indicators. It has all the tools I need to use over here on the left-hand side, so I can do all my technical analysis right here in Bitget. They've got the order book. If you watch any of my videos, you know that I like to read the tape when I'm actually trading. Reading the tape is actually a leading indicator versus a lagging indicator, so it is a very valuable tool if you can learn how to actually read the tape. Now, something else that's very important to me, I actually utilize isolated versus cross margin. And so for margin mode, they have both. They offer isolated and cross. Now, I select isolated when I'm trading because each one of my trades are isolated from one another. My risk needs to be isolated to that one trade. I don't want to use cross, which would then have my risk spread across all of my positions. That is not how I day trade. My day trades are based on each individual trade and their liability or risk for that one particular trade. Therefore, isolated is going to be the margin mode 100% of the time for me when I'm day trading. Next, you need to set up your leverage for both long and short. And so if you just give those a click, you can adjust your leverage all the way up to 125x leverage. Now, if you're using 125x leverage, you're probably more than likely going to blow up your trading account. The highest I will typically go is going to be 10x. If you're new to futures trading, you probably don't want to actually go over 3 or maybe 4, at the most maybe 5x. But for me, typically I'm going around 10x, as that is basically the amount of leverage that I'm accustomed to with my risk management. And so with my leverage set for the long side, I can click confirm. And then you can do the same thing for your short leverage. Again, if you want to adjust your short leverage, you just click on short. And from here, you can adjust anywhere from 1x all the way up to 125x. I've got it dialed in at the 10x, so I can click confirm. Now with your margin mode and your leverage set, you're ready to trade. All you need to do now is find your target, put in the price you want for your entry. Again, anytime I'm day trading, I always know my entry price beforehand, my stop loss, and my take profit prices. So I could put in my entry price. It looks like Bitcoin is going up, and so I could have an entry price of around, say, 39,600. The amount of BTC, let's say 0.01 BTC. I need to set my take profit and my stop loss before I enter the trade. And so my take profit price would be, let's say, up here around where we saw previous resistance. So that's around 40,500. My stop loss is going to be down here below support. That looks to be around 39,000. So I don't typically like to be right on the 39,000. So I'll go 38,949 for my stop loss. And so on this particular setup, I was looking to get long, so I would just click on buy long. And that would pop up a confirmation with the open price, the current price, the amount, which was 0.1 BTC, my margin, which would be the amount of money I actually have at risk, and then my margin ratio, and I could click confirm. Now on the flip side, if I wanted to get short, I could do the same thing. I could have, like, say, let's get short if the price comes up to 40,500, looking at perhaps a rejection at this level. And then my take profit would be back here down around support, which is going to be around that 39,000 level. And I'd put my stop loss probably at the top of this wick, which would put me at around 40,700. And again, this is a short strategy, so I would just click sell short. You can see right here it's short with 10x leverage, the open price, the current price, the amount, my margin. This would be how much I have at risk, and then I just click confirm. And so that's pretty much it. You can select your margin mode, the amount of leverage, your stop loss, your take profit, and your entry, and go long or short. Pretty simple and straightforward. Now, if you're new to trading with leverage or you're not currently profitable doing it, I suggest you consider their demo mode or the simulation mode. Up here at the top of the screen, you can see simulation futures. If you give that a click, you can then select the UST futures demo, give that a click. And that will bring you over here to the simulation dashboard, and you can trade in demo mode, essentially BTC, ETH, or EOS. Really, if you're just getting started, might as well start out on BTC or ETH. You can see pretty much everything is the same. Still have a trading view chart. You can select the margin type, cross or isolated. And then once you select your margin mode, you can also adjust your leverage. You can set up your take profit and stop losses. You can go long or short. This would be an excellent point to start if you're brand new or you're not currently profitable. You should be trading over here and not in live fire mode. Now, with that being said, if you're struggling and you're not even profitable over here in demo mode, perhaps trading's not for you. Now, I know there are a lot of you who would rather just copy someone else, and Bitget actually has copy trading. So you could jump up here to the copy trade tab at the top of the screen, give that a click, and that will bring up a list of traders that you could essentially copy. Now, if you've watched enough of my videos or you're a member of the Telegram group, y'all know I'm not a fan of copy trading. You won't find me over here copying anyone's trades for certain. Also, I will not be offering my trades for copy trading, as it is my opinion that my risk tolerance is most likely very different than most of you, and I would never want any of you copying my trades. And that is kind of why I'm not a fan of copy trading. You're basically trading based on someone else's trading strategies, risk management, etc. But with that being said, Bitget does offer copy trading, and I think they're one of the largest exchanges when it comes to copy trading. So Bitget could be the exchange for you if you're looking to copy trade. And you can scroll down through their different traders like BTC Sniper. However, he is currently full and not accepting any more copiers. You can see he has a return on investment of 154% with an 83% win rate. He currently has just over 300 million assets under management with 760 followers. Now, depending on what you're looking for, you could sort these traders by return on investment. If you give that a click, you can see that this particular trader, Irish D, has a ROI of 3,100. 100% win rate. They are open. They only have 86 followers and approximately 55,000 AUM, assets under management. So you might want to follow this individual with the high ROI and a pretty high win rate over the last 3 weeks. So you could click follow. I suggest you read through this agreement. I'm not going to read through it because, well, I'm not going to do any copy trading. So now you end up on the copy trade dashboard for Irish D. You can see the pairs that he's trading. You can eliminate any pairs you don't want to trade, like say LTC, EOS, XRP, ETC. The rest would be fine. Then you could determine how much USDT you want to follow this individual with. And you can do a little bit of risk management by setting up a stop loss ratio and a take profit ratio by basically just giving this little arrow a click. And that would allow you to set up a stop loss, a take profit ratio. Now, right now, they have a pretty insane take profit ratio of like 3,000%, so you might not want to mess with that, but you certainly might want to limit the amount of risk as far as a stop loss goes. Once you have that all set up, you click next. And then it will just confirm the settings. You click confirm, and now you're copying that particular trader. So that pretty much wraps it up. I just wanted to do a quick review of the Bitget exchange, as it is an exchange I'm looking to do a little more day trading on, and I will do some updated videos on Bitget in the future, so now would be a good time to shoot that subscribe button. If you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comments section down below, and I will leave a link to Bitget in the description down below. So, in closing, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.